Last week we spoke about what boundaries are. This week we're going to talk about how we can use them as a tool to heal. So as we said, boundaries are a way to set limitations on what behaviours we find acceptable and unacceptable, both towards us and from us. But it's important to realise that everyone has different boundaries because everyone has had different experiences that cause their limiting beliefs and insecurities. For example, it may be that one person has the boundary set that it's not okay to tell them what to do. It may be that they've been told what to do their whole lives, that their parents never allowed them to express their own ideas or follow their own instincts or intuition. It may then be that they get into a work situation where their boss tries to instruct them or their colleague tries to teach them something new. And this person then feels angry, upset or frustrated because they feel like their choices are being taken away from them by being told what to do. It may be that another person who didn't have such an experience growing up would actually be very grateful to the colleague or boss for their instructions, feeling that their advice and guidance had taken the pressure off of them having to try and work it out for themselves. So as you can see, these are two very different reactions to the same situation. It's therefore important that when both setting and expressing our boundaries, that we look at what is being triggered within us. Has the person who has crossed your boundary crossed a boundary that everyone is likely to have set for themselves? Or is this more specific and personal to you? If it's more specific for you, then it's likely that you need to do some healing around this subject so that you can then set more healthy boundaries that can more easily be honoured, recognised, understood and respected by those around you. Boundaries are all well and good if you use them as you should. But if you scream and shout and doubt, the other's patience will run out. If your boundary is unhealed, the other person cannot yield to something that is just for you. You can't expect them to feel it too. The healing is always yours to do. This concept's really nothing new. To look at triggers deep inside, the things in others you can't abide. To recognise from whence they came, so others do not cop the blame. To heal that wounded part of you, so that you can start anew. To heal the things that make you sad, so every day you wake up glad. To rise your head above the storm, so inside you don't feel torn. To set a healthy boundary, from its grips you must be free. So I hope you enjoyed this week's message and join us next week as we dive into a different subject. And as always, thank you for listening.